Thanks for asking. I dug this out. I actually keep it in the back of my closet. I don't know why. It's just, that's where I keep it. So this is her first birthday dress, and I shadow embroidered a bee on the front. And it's just a yoke dress, and it's got, I did insertion lace. And so as an example, this along here was all done by hand. So I rolled and whipped all of this and attached the entredeaux and then attached this insertion lace by hand. I did a lot of this by hand. So this is all done by hand and, roll and whip. And then I was really working hard to get this done for her first birthday. And sadly, it's got some stains on it. But for her first birthday, I then embroidered her name on it and the date. And I thought I had a verse or something, but maybe I imagined that. That must have been something else. At one point on one of her birthday dresses, I did embroider a Bible verse, I think, but clearly it's not this one. So as we approached the birthday for her first birthday, I was running out of time. And so I did then begin to utilize some French sewing by machine techniques. And what's interesting is if you look on the inside, you can see where I did, roll and whip by hand, got all of that attached, and it's just pristine. It's really beautiful. And then when I started incorporating the French hand sewing by machine techniques, I didn't do a great job of it. I don't know if that comes with learning or if that's just the way it works. But it's just interesting because these seams were not totally encased in the zigzag stitches. So again, that might have just been my lack of good technique, but it's just interesting. And so, this was done by, oh gosh, I'm sorry, I'm out of frame. This was done by Zigzag, I think, a machine, and it seems to be in decent shape, but it's when I was doing the entredeaux insertion by machine that it's not that great. But that's what the inside of it looks like. And so I will share a little bit. So I made this birthday dress. Sorry, this is a little crazy. So I made this birthday dress and, with white shadow stitching, and it's all white. And I did some feather stitching in these areas of insertion here. Had insertion lace, and then a roll and whip gathered ruffle with this cotton lace at the bottom. And then what I would do is I would then make a little slip that would go under the dress. And so I did all of this scallop by hand as well. Oh, there you go. So I put her initial on the front with some silk ribbon embroidery silk ribbon that I just tacked down with little French knots. And I did this little scallop by hand as well as a finishing technique. And so then I would also, I don't have this one out, but I would make other slips in pink and blue so that I could wear, so she could have this little pink slip under this white dress or a blue slip under the white dress. And it would just show through because this was all batiste. And so it was somewhat sheer. There's a little spot on that. So then she would have the little pink or blue. And then what I would also do is, so we would take these little ribbons and I would make a little rosette, a little pink or blue rosette that she would wear here on as a little floof, a little fluffy thing on her dress. And then the back of the dress it doesn't have buttonholes or anything. She had these what we call beauty pins, and so I would close the dress with these little beauty pins that she would wear at the back, and so that's how we would close them. And I really had a fun time dressing up my little girl back then. So that's her birthday dress, and I will have to dig out and see which dress it was that I put a little Bible verse on. I can't remember if it was a birthday dress or something else, but I thought it was this one, but clearly it's not. And there's her little sleeves that would pull up with a ribbon, and we would just tie her little ribbon so that she had these dangling down on her little arms. So that's the birthday dress. Thanks for asking. Appreciate it.